All right, let's give this a go. Cool. So is a this is new. This is a new thing for me. Uh, I decided to do this because I'm currently a little bored. I don't have a whole lot of stuff cooking up right now. Not working, just sort of chilling, cooking food. Got a little diet plan going, different things like that, and just kind of trying to focus my attention on eating right the best I can. Fucking, except if I drive by In-N-Out Burger, oh fuck, it's over. So yeah, just kind of getting this podcast up and going. I don't really know what it's going to be about. I have no clue. I don't really care. I don't have like a purpose behind this. That's why it's called the nothing of substance, because it's not important. It's not critical information. I'm not out there trying to be a finance bro and tell you got to invest your money. Doing a whole Andy Elliott thing, walking around, got the short shorts on, the little nose strip, making people take their shirt off. You know, how many push-ups can you do? You're fucking fired. No, it's nothing like that. So, yeah, the whole purpose of this is just kind of putting together like 30-minute segments to just talk a little shit, kind of whatever crosses my mind. It's actually kind of a way for me to talk to myself and talk to people at the same time. Kind of just a way to air out my grievances with the universe. I don't have any grievances. I'm just bullshitting. But yeah, this is going to be kind of a fun little thing. This will give me some time to kind of just get ideas out. I'm in a remote location in a parking lot right now, and there's a guy doing hopscotch in front of me. He's like doing the whole like army like salute walk, and he's what the he just jumped. He did like a little skip, like one of those little you click your heels together. He's dressed like a cholo vampire. Damn, that's wild. Don't fucking walk over here. Yeah, there you go. Walk the other way. All right, cool. Yeah. So this is just my way of kind of just talking, running through all the ideas that go through my head, which my brain just doesn't really ever shut up. Kind of a nonstop. It's just always it's just go go go. But sometimes it's good to. Oh, little lifted truck went by. Did you guys hear that? Holy shit! Save some chicks for the rest of us. God damn. Thing just roared on by. There's like a dozen girls running behind it. Oh no. Yeah. So just kind of getting my thoughts out there, talking some shit, and just discussing whatever comes into my brain. But yeah, this is kind of just for fun. I'm sure a lot of my friends will be following this at first and be like, "Yeah, I'm good. I don't listen to this guy anymore. I hear enough from him uh, on the daily anyway." So yeah, but yeah, currently just kind of like I said, looking for work. Kind of have a good direction of what I want to do, where I want to go, where I want to work. But fucking man, applying places and stuff. It's not like how you used to go and you walk in and like shake the manager's hand. It's like I want to work here. I'm a dedicated employee. I got a lot to offer. That's not the way you do it anymore. You have to kind of like it's all online, which is kind of cool, but it's also like it's man. You go on to these websites where they're hiring, and you're basically just like filling out a resume, cover letter, the whole thing, questionnaires and all this shit. But you got to like do every single resume and cover letter different for each company you apply with. But it's like very like it's not very personal. Which if if you're just pumping out the resumes and applications and you're just going nonstop, it's not bad. But man, little Chat GPT, fucking organize my thoughts. I'm a people person. I'm a good communicator. These are my skills. Chat, make me sound like I'm fucking real smart and make me intertwine teamwork environment and tell him it's like Dumb and Dumber when he's like telling Harry, he's like, tell her I'm good looking and I'm gonna rape his wit, and he's just like, what? It's like, yeah, you just like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like you gotta put all your information down into this cover letter. But what's crazy that there's no I don't know. There's like no like, most of these places you apply with. There's no way of knowing whether they give a fuck or not. It's like you apply. There's sometimes a little updated thing. You click on it. It just says received, whatever. But either way, it's a bit of a process. And yeah, just putting my shit out there every day and eating right, working out, and kind of taking a break. I've been taking a little bit of a break the last couple months. You know, been been watching a lot of TV shows I haven't seen for a while. And fuck, man, I've been watching the Osbournes. Well, Osbournes have been. For those of you who've never seen the Osbournes, it's like before the Kardashians, there was a film crew that would follow Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Ozzy was the fucking goat, man. I love Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy was one of those guys that was like, it didn't matter how bad of shape he was in, people still were just like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like he could be like, he could be like sober and then like fall off the wagon or get back on the wagon. Wait, do you fall off the wagon? You get on the wagon when you're wait. Yeah, when you well whatever. When you fall off, he could like fall off the fucking wagon, and people would just be like, "Fuck yeah!" He could like get sober. People like, "Yeah, I support Ozzy." He could get drunk and do something crazy and be back on drugs and be like, "Oh fuck yeah!" So yeah, I've been watching those clips of the Osbournes. And man, that guy was so. I don't even think he was intentionally funny. He just like, fuck man. He would. There was an episode where his wife is like sharing his like she's like vacuuming around the house, and he's just he's got like a mug of coffee in his hand, like a gigantic like 50-ounce mug. And as she's vacuuming around the house, he's just got his eyes wide open, like he's got like that shell shock look on his face. He's just like, oh, fuck, can you turn that fucking thing off? It's driving me mad. Just yelling, and she's giving him shit. And like 2 seasons later, he's making all these smoothies because he would go through like these obsessive. He's a former like drug user, alcoholic, all that, and he would obsess over things. Like he would get obsessed with like coffee. He would get obsessed with like he would get obsessed with things like he would oh man, like what was the one? Oh, eclairs. He got obsessed with eclairs. He was addicted to like Chipotle for a while, and then he would have these crazy fits, and he would like get into like an obsessive mindset over things. Like he got into smoothies. So she would be like vacuuming hella loud. And he was like, "Oh, it's driving me mad." And then he would run the blender for like 5 minutes. And she would just be like, "Ozzy," and she'd come out there, and he's just like, "Oh, fuck, I need to." And he's just like, "Oh my god, dude!" He was fucking so funny, so funny, such a funny dude, such a good entertainer all the way around. There was like it's kind of weird too because he passed away in July, and just like 2 weeks prior to that, he had his like farewell tour. And kind of it just makes you kind of think like, did he know he was gonna die? Did he just like plan the farewell tour? And his family said that they didn't think he was gonna pass away that soon, but it's like maybe you know, um, maybe he passed away and he knew he was gonna pass away. I don't know. One of my friends was like, "Oh yeah, he's gone and he's looking upon us from hell." It's just like, yeah, Prince of Darkness, man, fucking one of the best. But it's a Prius. Dude, it is crazy when you see someone driving a Prius who looks like they could just fucking kick someone's ass, dude. It's like there's sometimes like back in the day when Priuses first came out, people would be driving around. They look like science teachers. Get out of the car and they got like a fucking it's like a man who takes a tote bag into the store. It's like someone who fucking has like one of those Trader Joe's tote bags. He's got to show it off. He's got like the limited edition. He's got like the limited edition fucking Trader Joe's tote bag get out of his Prius. And now there's dudes that like it's like this new refined. It's like recycled Priuses that end up in the hands of these big scary looking dudes. And that guy driving by, he looked like a bear driving a Prius. Like tats on his face, just like damn, dude. Those guys like, if you drive a Prius, you're fucking lame. Just like, yeah, well, until you see a guy like that drive a fucking Prius and then he gets out of his car and he gets your ass just wailing on you. Damn. Dude, there's a guy. there's a guy who sets up a taquero, but dude, this thing is crazy. I wish you guys could see this. He sets up this like at night, this taquero, and it's like people are walking around it. It's got like those glowing rainbow lights that like they just go back and forth, just like from red to orange to yellow, like kind of like puts you in a trance, puts you in the taco trance before you're about to order. And then the guy, but dude, this thing is like 5 feet up off the ground. It's like I don't even know if it's a trailer, but it's not like a enclosed like food truck. It's like he rolls this thing up and it's like a hibachi and all this other stuff way up high. And the people that are walking around it are like he's like towering over them. There's like fucking Quetzalcoatl up there just like serving up asada and people are just walking over there like that's crazy. That's wild. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so this whole thing I'm doing is just a way to kind of distract people, I think. If I can take 30 minutes just to kind of spew my bullshit out, and if someone's on their way to work or they're just on a lunch break and they're just like, you know what? I don't really care what this guy has to say. I don't give a shit. I don't think anyone should care. But if someone just needs a little distraction, someone just needs just a little something stupid to listen to, something of no substance, just a distraction. That's what I'm here for. That's what I want to do. I want to just talk and give people some funny shit. I don't really know how I'm even gonna do this too, because I think I might just do this for a while, the little 30-minute segments. Maybe do a little. Oh, here comes the guy with the. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm ever gonna do this outside again at night. I got the guy who plugs his ears and yells to himself with a shopping cart. I feel bad for the dude. He's actually not a bad guy. He's just schizophrenic. I also a couple of weeks ago saw him humping the side of the Safeway. It's like giving it to it and just slapping it like he was slapping its ass. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I think 30-minute segments is cool, just randomly, kind of like check-ins. And then I think it'd be cool to get some guests on here. I got a lot of people I could bring on here for some fun chit chats. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be it'll be fun. Like I said, this will be a good little distraction for me. This will be something for me to kind of just do to talk and bullshit and discuss little things that are going on. Like dude, I was thinking today, like for example, I so this whole like looking for a job thing is kind of funny, right? Because you gotta, like I said, you gotta go and you got to put your application in, put your resume in. They got all these. Every company has a different set of standards and stuff. But I'm like, dude, what if there was a? Because like honestly, all the things I'm applying for, I could do all these jobs. It's just sometimes I feel like it's a lottery pick. It's almost like you're like throwing your hat in the ring, but you don't really know how it's going to turn out. You don't really know if they're going to say yes or no. Sometimes they say like, "Oh yeah, we'll interview you." Like, really? Like for that? And I'm way underqualified. Or sometimes they're just like, "Oh, please apply," and then you don't hear back from them ever again. But I think it'd be fucking cool, like in college football or basketball when they have like an open like a combine, they just like bring people in. Dude, what about like a fucking just a bunch of scouts from like Google and Apple and all these other companies, Sherwin-Williams, and you just like people pull up and they got like the blue collar section, they got like the tech section, the food section. They just got all these different scouts like posted up like those old school 90s like flat bill with a little rope hat, sunglasses, looking like what's his Ed O'Neill from Little Giants, just like chewing gum. All this guy's pretty good right here. It's like people just pulling up and like I don't know, just like doing like a workout. It's like you got the culinary section as like people like chopping onions, just like it's good form. It's good form. It's a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. They got like customer service ones and just fucking Google like how many. Just put a bunch of nerds in a boxing ring and be like, fight to the death. Gonna have you fight for a job here. I don't know. That'd be sick though, because I feel like if there was a combine, I feel like if it came down to it and there was like a something with like the nerds, I feel like I could get in there and mix it up and just destroy them. It's like the competition would be like how many words can you type in a minute, and I would just fucking sucker punch one of them in the side of the head and just take just take the throne, dude. Just be like, oh shit. And they're like, oh, that wasn't even part of the competition. What are you doing? It's like, see how bad I want this? I'm like, okay, we're gonna take them because that's insane. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a work combine would be cool. And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, don't you mean like temp internships? Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what that is. But I'm talking about like gritty, just something crazy like that. But yeah, I don't know. The whole job search thing is wild. I was seeing the other day that there was a position open in this area for a dude. It was like you take medical patients to and from their appointments, specifically for people with like no limbs, like missing a leg, missing an arm. And I was like, dude, I part of me was like, oh, I should apply because, dude, that would be so wild to like pick up some lady with like no legs, and they're just like, she doesn't have a wheelchair either. You gotta pick her up, you gotta hoist her up, and you gotta just pick her up and just hold her like a baby and set her in your car. Just drop her in the front seat. She's like, ah, no, sit down, sit down. No, no, we're not going to Jack in the Box. I told you last week, Mary. I told you last week we're not going to Jack in the Box. I'm on a very strict diet. I don't need that. No, don't chew on your seatbelt. No, fuck. Like that's what it would turn. Dude, now what the fuck is going on? Oh, dude. Okay, I think I know what's going on. There's a guy walking up now with a drum set and a trash bag that could or could not be possibly a dead body in there, and there's a trailer. Oh, got it. All right. I just stumbled upon the local junkie trailer. This guy has a snare drum and like toms, and that's like a child's drum set. What the fuck? The guy with the cart that is yelling at himself is over at the junkie trailer, and now the guy with the drum set's walking up. This is either a Grateful Dead reunion, or this is full on like just they're pumping. Yeah, yeah, they're definitely scoring some drugs over there. Cool. I picked the perfect parking lot to do this. Never again. This will be the one and only time I do this. Yeah, but dude, a fucking a job where you pick up people with like no limbs. You know, I was thinking, oh fuck, that'd be so cool. It's like just called like, yeah, where do you work? Oh, it's called No Limits. It's just like no limits, dude. It's just we just service the we just service the legless, like the elf from Lord of the Rings. No, but that'd be cool though, dude. That would be like actually not a bad gig. It would be cool because you'd be helping someone who like people that are missing limbs and stuff. Most of the time they're diabetic or they have some really crazy backstory. So I feel like whoever you would pick up would be like a pretty sick. Like it would be kind of sick because then you'd be like, dude, like you can't ask them straight up because like HIPAA laws. You can't be like, dude, so how'd you lose your leg? But it'd be kind of cool just like drive with them and just have them sit next to you and you're like, so you live around here? Like, are you from here? Like, oh no, and you just kind of slip it in there. Eventually, you're like, how'd you lose the leg? How'd you lose your arm? She's like, that's very private. I'm like, okay, you'll get it out of them eventually, but it'd be kind of cool just to hear their stories, just to hear what they're saying, hear what happened to them. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of weird jobs out there. There's a lot of like random dude. That's it. That's the other thing too. Like I owned a business for like the last 7 or 8 years, so I haven't been on the application or resume game for like a long time. I interviewed a lot of people, but mainly just for very like entry level positions for our company. But dude, it's like the amount of jobs. I'm like, do people do that? There was a job specifically. It was like somewhere in Los Angeles. I don't know if anyone out there knows like what this is, but someone who basically just they get like emails or they blast emails out to people to sign up to or sign up for like their program or whatever, and all they're doing is making specifically is just it said like email strategist or something, and it was like they get emails, they develop like an email like thread or whatever just to send out to people, and all they do is they just find people to send it out to, and it was like pay was like decent, but it was just like all the reviews were just like, "Don't work for this company; it's a scam." That's the other thing too. Like you could go work for someone and be like, "Oh, this is going to be sick," and then it turns out, dude, this is totally just like fraudulent. Like they don't even pay you, and this and that. I don't know. It's crazy. So, but yeah, I'm definitely definitely on the hunt for something, but I'm definitely like running through my options. You know, there's a lot of sorry. Sometimes I think too fast and I talk faster than I think, and then my fucking brain can't keep up with my mouth or vice versa, whatever. And yeah, but it I'm doing it again. God damn it. It is interesting what kind of jobs are out there, and there's just so many positions that I had no idea that even existed. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, dude. This parking lot is this is officially getting it's getting weird. Another lady just pulled up to the junkie trailer. So you got the guy with the drum set who's out there. You got the other guy with the missing limb, or not missing limb. That's what I was talking about. You got the guy who's got his hands over his ears, just going crazy. And now this other lady just came up with like a blanket over her, and she is like, dude, I can't tell if that's an 8-year old or that's a full grown woman. And oh, oh shit, it has a beard. Okay, it's a man. It's just a really small man. And now they're sweeping out, they're sweeping around the trailer, and the guy's like trying to show the other guy how to play the drums. And there's like only, there's no stand. It's just like a fucking bass drum, like leaned up against the curb. All right, this is getting good. All right, what am I? Oh, 21 minutes. All right. Wow, 20 minutes. That was pretty fast. Like I said, 30-minute increments on these things, and then maybe eventually, if I get someone to talk with, I'll do like an hour one. I don't plan on doing any videos or anything anytime soon. You know, I don't even have the setup for that. You know, I'm just doing this on my phone. You know, oh fuck, dude. This guy has got a crazy sweeping form, dude. He is literally go. He's If you guys can imagine this, this guy is like sweeping back and forth and then flipping the broom over like a 360 sweep. And he's like winding up. He's got like a Happy Gilmore, like holding the broom out and then fucking like 360 over the head sweep. Dude, it's like Tweaker X Games over here. This is amazing. And that little man with the beard is now sitting on. Wait, what? Another person showed up. Dude, this other person just showed up out of nowhere. I don't even know. It's a really big. Damn, it's a big lady. She's tall. Oh, that's also a guy. Never mind. Okay. Jesus. So, yeah, I think the other thing I was going to mention too that I thought was really funny was, dude, the other day I was in the store. Dude, for the life of me, I don't understand. I don't get why people. All right, so when you're in the store and you're waiting in line and you're just waiting to pay, right? Like you got your little groceries, you got your little basket, you're setting it up, and the person's about to check you out, whatever. They're going to grab all your stuff and just across the little scanner, just and then it goes on the conveyor belt, and the little person over there or little bag or whatever says paper plastic. You're at the little checkout thing, and you got the payment screen in front of you. And dude, why? And it's always men I notice that do this shit, but someone just got to stand like as close as possible to you. Like right, like literally on you, and you're just like you can feel them, like you can feel their energy and their heat, just like right behind you. It's like, dude, this whole thing is gonna take like 5 minutes. You can't just like step like I think my in my mind the way this works is that if you're paying and you're still in the zone of paying, the person behind you, if it's not one of those Target conveyors where you put the little red thing down, but you're just like setting your little basket down to have the person move everything through the scanner, you wait until that person is pretty much grabbing their bags and leaving before you step in their zone. Like the payment zone is like it's a tight little rectangle, but when you're there, you don't infringe on that. Like you don't jump in there and like squeeze that person out until they leave. But dude, I don't know what the fuck that shit drives me crazy. I don't know why. Okay, now there's a guy with a robe walking over. this is this is awesome. Maybe I should just do this from here. Oh, we hit him! Oh shit! That car didn't see him. Oh shit! Oh man, that was close. That guy, it's like, oh man, like blew his robe open. Why is he wearing a robe? Oh, I know. Um, but yeah, so this whole little square that you're in, it's like when you're paying, it's like, dude, people are just so rude, man. Like they'll just like jam you up and they'll be on top of you and you're like, man, can you just give me like a little bit of breathing room? And then you kind of like look at them like, all right, and then and as you're getting your receipt, they're sliding over to your area, and the lady handed me my receipt, and this guy was like reaching for it, and she was like, oh no, this is like his. I'm like, yeah, dude. Once again, why the fuck would you? Oh, the hopscotch guy's back, and he's got a stick in his hand. Okay, don't look over here. You keep walking, motherfucker. Oh, now you're gonna. Now, oh, he's back doing his hopscotch thing, walking one foot in front of the other, left over, right. Hook, hook. Oh, now he's stopping. He's stretching out his hamstrings. Oh, I think he's. Oh, he stepped in shit. Oh, he did step in shit. He's looking at the bottom of his shoe. Oh, and he's taking it off. That sucks. That's a shame. Fucking A. That's poor guy. Oh, little jump over the curb. Yeah. So, dude, he like reached for the receipt, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why are you like reaching for? You haven't paid for anything. Like, why are you reaching for my receipt? And he kind of like mumbled, like, oh, and another rule of mine is I never walk up to a person who is taking my order or someone who I am like ordering from or anything with my AirPods in, even if I'm listening to nothing, because that to me is like the ultimate like sign of disrespect to whoever you're like. All you gotta do is put them in your pocket real quick. And he had like his little earpiece in. He's like talking like, yeah, yeah, no, I know, yeah. And he like looked and like went to reach for the receipt, and then he made the face like where you put your hands up, like like whoa, like what did I like? You put your hands back and over almost like towards your ears, and he like shook his head like no, like I'm just like, dude, what, you're like not, you're unaware of everything around you right now. So yeah, it was really annoying. And dude, he had those stupid fucking shoes, dude. He had those. Oh my god, what are those? Oh, what are they called, dude? They're like not boating shoes, but they're like boating shoes. Like the little, they have like two laces on them, and they're almost like those chukka style shoes, but they're like two laces. They look like, dude, it's like quintessential like douchebag shoes where it's like they're like baby blue or gray, and they just like have like the two little laces, and they're like they almost look like flat. Oh, he had those things on with like low cut socks and like khaki shorts, and he just looked like a dork, dude. And I was just like, oh my god. And he just, I don't know, that really pissed me off. But that's the shit that drives me crazy. Like no boundaries. That's almost as bad as people who I was also at I went to another place yesterday to get some food, and this guy was standing over near the salsas, the self-serve salsa, which is, it's an ordeal. You got to get your cups, you got to get your lids, you got to walk over, you got to know exactly where you're going to get your shit. And this guy walked over and he's on the phone, and this dude just automatically he just starts like talking on the phone, and he just starts coughing like in front of the salsa, open air, just that shit's going all over the salsas. He's over there like, yeah, he starts coughing like I'm just looking at it like, oh dude. And the lady next to him, like, dude, she like saw that and she looked over him like side eye, like side profile, and you just see her like she had her like one hand up like, oh, and then she had the other hand up with a ladle, and she just like dropped the ladle like she dropped the ladle like she was disgusted, and she like grabbed her stuff and just walked away. And I was like, good call. He had like a gnarly like little wheeze, like he's like it's just like, oh dude, and just on the phone, just keeps talking, just an animal, dude. And it's like, god damn. Oh man, that was terrible. But yeah, cool. It's pretty much been like 30, yeah, 29 minutes, 30 minutes. Um, yeah, I don't really know when I'm gonna release these. They're just gonna be 30-minute increments. I'll eventually have like a little like, oh, welcome to the whatever show or this or that, maybe a little music. I got some friends who make music, so I could probably bring them on here and have them do a little something for an intro or an outro. But yeah, it's been 29 and a half minutes. And if you're listening to this, cool. If you cut it off halfway, 10 minutes in, 2 minutes in, great. If you stuck around for the whole thing, I appreciate you. And I think that as this goes on, I'll find some more stuff to make it more like a general format. So there's like some predetermined things I'm going to discuss and all that. But yeah, until I make another one, appreciate y'all and fuck, I'll see you later.